Hello and welcome. This is Anna Sabramowitz, and today what I wanted to talk about to you is how good some things are really straight out of the box. And okay, yes, I design e-learning. That's what I do. And there's a lot of times where I see a lot of projects that looked super awesome, but that stuff, the stuff that makes them good, which is the questions that you ask or the content that's in those questions, that stuff's kind of weak. So this is what I'm proposing. Before you touch anything, before you open up the computer, what I want you to do is I want you to create a compelling question with some compelling options, and then write it out on a piece of paper, and then hand it off to somebody and ask them if they want to answer that question. Because what happens is, if it works on paper and then you just transfer it into your e-learning on your Articulate Storyline, whatever you're using, I happen to use Articulate, if it works by itself, you don't even need to add any other pizzazz to it, because that in itself creates the awesome interaction. So you may say to yourself, or you may say to the screen, Anna, that sounds like a lot more work. Why can't I just put this in there and add a little bit of pizzazz, and isn't that engagement? You know what? If you want to create an awesome anything, you got to put the work into it, right? And I'm assuming that because you're here and because you're listening to me, you're kind of a self-directed learner, or you want to get better, or you want to produce better stuff. You want to create things that people value, people get value from, people are engaged with, and when they leave, you haven't wasted their time. They're like, whoa, that was awesome. I got value from that. That made me uncomfortable because it made me think. It made me realize I had a gap, and now I have to go and find out what that gap is, or I found out what the gap is, now I got to go fill it. That's the kind of stuff we want to build. So start with making that interaction or that question work on paper. If it works on paper, somebody finds it compelling without having to click on anything, that's when you know you've got it. You've got the script for the awesome Star Wars movie. And then you go off and start the production, because your script is solid. So what I want you to do is create some awesome questions with some awesome distractors. If you don't know what a distractor is, go and look it up, baby. And then some awesome consequences. And let's talk about these in the comments. And if something's really awesome and I want to build it out, heck, let's build it out, and we can talk about it in another video. But until then, keep on being awesome, and I'll talk to you soon.